Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial. So in this tutorial we will be exclusively dealing with one topic for every tutorial, okay, and it will be dealing with the mains. So let's start with today's discussion, and it will be on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Now you see, we won't be discussing about all the facts and what all are its aims, objectives, how it will be done. Uh, okay, those are preliminary knowledge. Okay, so we will be today seeing that in mains how the question can be framed on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Okay, so this is one of the question which I can uh, uh, frame out, which can be asked in mains, that the success of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan depends on the efficacy of the waste management. Okay, that how by how we can make the SBA can be more, we can make the Abhiyan more successful only by improving our waste management process. Okay, so then after so here we will be talking about the connection of SBA with waste management. Okay, now you all know that in SBA it has two components. The first component is a rural component, that is the Grameen component, and the second is urban component. Okay, and we know the objective of SBA also. The objective of SBA is to end open defecation. Okay, to build toilets, to make toilets. Okay, but uh, uh, to make toilets, and then its aim is to make India clean by 2019, October 2019. Okay, so today we will be focusing more on the urban component. So by looking onto the urban component, see, uh, so if we improve the urban waste management, then definitely uh, our Abhiyan will be more successful. Okay, so that is what the answer this question is asking, that the success of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, okay, depends on efficacy of, that is the efficacy of waste management. So we will study that how the by improving the urban waste management we can bring success to Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So let's start. See, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is indirectly linked to tourism. Okay, uh, how it is tourism? If your country, if your city is clean, more it will attract more of tourists. The tourists won't go to a city which is so messy. Okay, so it's just like you go to Kerala. Okay, and you so much like LAP in Kerala. uh, LAP in Kerala, because LAP is very clean. Okay, it's very clean. uh, uh, Previously it used to be a very, dirty city, a very messy city, but after they had this clean drive, a clean drive in Alappuzha. Alappuzha is also LAP is the romantic name of Alappuzha. Okay, so after the clean drive being conducted in LAP, now it is attracting more and more of tourists. So when more tourists comes, economy, it thrives, it increases because of tourism. Okay, then it is indirectly Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is indirectly linked to tourism. Then it is indirectly linked to Make in India also. Okay, to FDI also. Okay, to healthcare also. And our global image as a mature and a modern country. So these are the indirect links of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Yes, but see, it's okay. You have made the policy. But after policy comes the implementation. and in the implementation, making it a successful abhiyan, you need to, understand, there is a need to understand about that the waste management is not just about collection. Okay, waste management is not just about collecting the waste. Okay, it is collection plus it is treatment. What we think is that it's only about collection, that is front end, which is happening in front of us. People, the rack pickers are coming, the safai karamcharis are coming, and they are just cleaning there. But what happens at the back end is more important. How we are treating the waste is more important. So this is the front end and the back end. These are the components of urban waste management. And if we improve urban waste management, we will be bringing success to Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. That is, we will be able to complete our target. We will be able to complete the aim of it, which is clean India. And with clean India, it will attract more of FDIs. It will also impact Make in India, healthcare. Okay, our image in the global scenario will be more improved. So it's all indirectly linked to Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So like I said, that waste management system, it consists of front end and it consists of back end. In the front end is collection and transportation of waste, and transportation of the waste. And in the back end, see, in the back end is you treatment of the waste, segregation of the waste. See, the waste, there are many biodegradable and non-biodegradable uh, waste, so we have to segregate them. Okay, then recycling of the waste, and then finally the disposal of the waste. Okay, but unfortunately in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, too much emphasis is given to the front end. But more important is the back end. Okay, but we should recognize this thing, that back end is more important. Okay, so unless the resources are allotted, and for back end, for improving the back end, we need to have resources, we need to have technology for it also. Okay, only when we have technology, we have good technology and we have resources, only then we can improve the back end, that is the treatment. So unless the resources are allocated and the right technologies are deployed to technology to segregate, recycle, treat, convert and dispose of waste, the Swachh Bharat is unlikely to deliver the desired result. So only when you satisfy both the front end and the back end, only then your waste management will improve. And when waste management will improve, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan will be a successful abhiyan. It will be a success. So what happens is that in the front end, see, in the front end, it is the waste is collected and then it is transported and then it is dumped. It is dumped to landfills. So these landfills are nothing but these are open dumping grounds. They're open dumping grounds and they are filled beyond capacity. That is one of the problem. Beyond capacity is being filled. Okay. Also, this is one of the main problem. The second problem is we don't have any modern waste treatment plant. Okay, so let me tell you about a country called Denmark. Okay, Denmark, it has got a population of, Denmark has got a population of nearly 5 million people. Okay, whereas the Indian population is, how much is Indian population? 1.2 billion, that is 1200 million, correct? Hmm. But the number of waste treatment plant there is nearly 30. There are nearly 30 treatment facilities, but in India we have less than 10 such treatment facilities. So you can see the stark difference. Okay, 5 million, 1200 million the population, but they have more treatment facilities than ours. They have 33 times more than us, and we have only 10. And out of these 10, only few meet the global standards. Not all the 10 are meeting the global standard, but only few of them are meeting the global standards. So you can see the status of our waste management system, of our urban waste management system. So we have to improve this. Only by improving this, our Swachh Bharat Abhiyan will be a successful Abhiyan. So this was all about the solid waste. Okay, the solid waste. What about sewage? What about the sewage? See, telling about the sewage, 70% of our sewage, of the Indian sewage, is released untreated. It is released untreated. Okay, because we don't have proper facilities to treat this waste. 70% is released untreated, and these are released into rivers. Okay, thus polluting our rivers also. Polluting our rivers also. So great, we are polluting our rivers. We are not treating our sewages. We are not treating our solid waste. Okay, and then we are dreaming about Swachh Bharat, about clean India. So until and unless we have a solid urban waste management system, our dream of becoming clean India will be a far distant dream. So the next question which comes into your mind is that we have so much of waste. Okay, we produce so much of waste, and because our waste management system is not so appropriate, then what should we do with this waste? Okay, what should we do with this waste? So we need to change something. Okay, with the waste management system, we need to change the waste management system. We need to change it. We need to reframe it, make it more modern, make it more modern. Okay, bring in more technologies. Okay, make it more efficient. Okay, then only our urban waste management system will be a modern system. Okay, and this is very much required. A modern urban waste management system is very much required for clean India. Okay, so what we should do with this waste is that first, the open dumping needs to stop. Okay, so this is the worst thing which we do with the solid waste, roughly. And this roughly happens with 90% of the waste which we are producing. Roughly is openly dumped, is openly dumped into the landfills. Okay, into the landfills. And इसकी वजह से क्या होता है, what happens because of this open dumping is that it produces toxic chemicals. Okay, it produces cancer causing dioxin and other greenhouse gases. So these are the toxic chemicals, cancer causing dioxin, greenhouse gases तो होते ही होते हैं. This is the first thing. The second thing which happens because of open dumping is that it presents major health hazards. It presents major health hazard in the form of vector and airborne diseases. So I can give you one example of this is that the Surat plague. The Surat plague, which happened of 1994, this is attributed to open dumping. So you can see that only because of open dumping, so much of health hazard health diseases of diseases are occurring. So 90% of the waste which we are producing are being openly dumped into the landfalls, and these are the consequences of openly dumping, the health consequences, and how it pollutes the environment also. So now talking about it, that so much is being openly dumped, okay, we need to stop open dumping. So what should be the solution for it? Okay, what should be the solution for it? See, there are several ways to treat the solid waste, and okay, but the most efficient treat of most efficient way of treating the Indian waste is biological treatment. Okay, so is there any other process other than biological treatment? Yes, we have thermal process is also there, and there is biological process. Okay, there is biological treatment, but then why are we choosing biological treatment over the thermal process? The reason is that our Indian waste, our waste is wet waste. Okay, it's wet Indian waste, and it has high biodegradable organic content. So it is the waste which we have produced is wet Indian waste. So wet Indian waste and high biodegradable content, and because of this, the most preferable treatment will be the biological treatment. Okay, there are other treatments also. See, if we dump, if we dump the waste, if we dump the waste, open dumping. Okay, we said that open dumping is not good. Then there are sanitary landfills also. Okay, landfill also. But the limitation with sanitary landfills is that they require large amount of land, and we don't have such large amount of land. Okay, amount of land, we don't have it. Okay. Plus, when we dump the waste into sanitary landfills, after some amount of time, it produces air pollution also. Why it produces air pollution? Because there are many biodegradable content in our waste, and they start degrading. Okay, they start degrading, and in the form of methane. Okay, it is being released into the environment, and thus it pollutes the environment. So that's why openly dumping into the sanitary landfills is not a preferred way. This was the first way. The second way was thermal uh, process. Okay, thermal process. Why we rejected thermal process is that it's not preferable to burn it all out. Okay, but the third and the most efficient is the biological process. And by biological process, it means that we are anaerobically treating the waste. So with this anaerobic treatment of the waste, okay, what are the benefits of it? See, the benefit is that it is cost effective. First of all, it is cost effective. The second is that it reduces the waste volume because it is anaerobically treating it. So it is after some days, it reduces the volume of the waste. Okay, and because it reduces the volume of the waste, see, it reduces the volume of the waste, and because it reduces the volume of the waste, thus the landfill space requirement is also reduced, and this landfill waste requirement is reduced by 90%. So very good. So this biological process is a very good, it's the most efficient way of treating the waste. And the thirdly is, with this, biogas is produced, and you know that what you can do with the biogas, you can use it for cooking. Okay, you can use it for automobile use. Okay, then it can be also converted into electricity. Okay, and plus, after the treatment of the waste will be so nutrient rich that it can be used as fertilizer. It can be used as fertilizers. uh, uh, they can be used as stable soil enhancer. So many benefits of it. Okay, so that is why it is the most efficient one. But one thing which we are missing is that before treatment, see, this is treatment, see, this is collection. Okay, the first process is collection, then we transport it. Okay, then after transporting, okay, and there's one step, and this is treatment, in which we talked about biological biological treatment. Here the process which happens is segregation. Okay, so what kind of segregation? See, the biological, this is biological treatment, can only function on mm, uh, biodegradable waste. Okay, but in the waste which are coming from the household, it consists of biodegradable waste plus non-biodegradable waste, like plastic. Okay, so firstly we have to segregate the waste, we have to take this thing out, and then it has to be treated, and non-biodegradable waste has to be segregated out. So before treatment we need to segregate it, and this is accomplished. And where this segregation is accomplished, is done, it is done at the source. When the people, when how it will be done at source, it will be done, how it will be done at source. Suppose this is your apartment, okay, and this is where you dump your waste. So two types of dustbin we will be making. The first dustbin will have the tag of non-biodegradable waste, in which you can dump your plastics, your cans. Okay, and the second one will be a biodegradable waste. Okay, such as cut it out vegetables and all. So so in this way you are dumping the plastics and the iron can and used comb into non-biodegradable waste dustbin, and the biodegradable waste into this kind of dustbin. So this is segregation at the source. Fortunately or unfortunately, you can say that this will never happen in India, because of the mentality of the people, which think that, okay, clear our houses, and once you clean your house, it's done. The responsibility, everything is the responsibility of the safai karamcharis, and not of us. So because of this mentality, this kind of at the source kind of segregation will never happen. Let's see in the future, let's hope for the best, but right now it's not possible. Okay, in certain places it is being done in Delhi. In certain places in Delhi it is being done, where they are creating these two types of dustbins. But uh, such kind of strategy is sometimes works, and it sometimes doesn't works. Okay, you will be surprised to know this, that India does not have a single waste segregation modern waste segregation plant. It does not have a single modern waste segregation plant. Now, since India does not have it, so the waste will not be segregated. If the waste is not segregated properly, how it will be treated properly? If it is not treated properly, it will continue to pollute our rivers, our groundwater, and because of this pollution we will be always having diseases. Okay, so your dream of making India clean India by 2019, it will be stretched further into the future. So the first thing first should be that we should have a modern waste segregation plant. We should have it, and then we should have more and more numbers of modern waste treatment plants. So we understood the problems we understood is that we don't have a modern waste segregation plant. Okay, and the second thing is that we don't have we have only very less we have very less modern waste treatment plants. Okay, so what should be done? Okay, so how do we solve this back-end infrastructure problem and make Swachh Bharat a success? See, Swachh Bharat, for Swachh Bharat to be success, the government will have to allocate funds. Okay, and allocate funds to invest in modern waste treatment facilities. Okay, and modern waste treatment facilities plus modern waste treatment technologies. Only when we have the technology, we have the facility, we have the resources, only then our urban waste management system will be a successful one. Urban waste management, sorry, urban waste management system will be successful one. Okay, so nearly by estimate we need 20,000 crores for setting up nearly 400 modern waste treatment facility. Okay, so coming down to the conclusion, the thing is that we are India is a modern country. Okay, with a 19th century waste management system. See, you can see the difference. Uh, so waste collection is still done using hand pulled carts. Okay, street sweeping is being done with brooms. Then waste is randomly dumped into open landfills with no attempt to maximize the airspace. And recycling is done by manual scavenging people. The people who are rack pickers, they are the people who are doing the recycling. Okay. So the money spent in setting up the reliable and modern infrastructure for waste management will pay. Okay, this money which is being spent, it will pay for itself 100 times. Let my friend, it will pay for itself 100 times over from the reuse and resale of the recyclables. Okay, there will be a production of clean renewable energy, which is coming from the biogas. There will be lower health. See, by investing in urban waste management, what are the benefits which we will get? See, the benefits which we are talking about is these benefits will be 100 times, 100 times over, 100 गुना हमें बेनिफिट मिलेगा. ओके, कैसे कैसे होगा? दिस बेनिफिट विल बी by by resale of the recycled products. Okay, uh, by the production of renewable energy. Told you that it is creating, biogas is being produced, and then this biogas can be used for cooking. It can be converted into electricity. Okay, so in this way, this is one of the benefit. Lower health problems, lower health problem problems. Okay, increase tourism because you have now clean cities, you have clean neighborhood, so increase tourism. भाई आप कहाँ जाना चाहोगे? आप वहीं तो जाना चाहोगे जहाँ सिटी क्लीन हो, कहीं गंदी जगह तो ना जाना चाहोगे. सो इंक्रीज टूरिज्म. Okay, then increased FDI also. Okay, it will be helping make in India also. Okay, plus it will be creating, plus a new business in waste recycling, because we are setting up 400 modern waste treatment facilities. So in this facility, these facility will be providing employment to the people. Okay, and above all, we will be having a cleaner environment and a better quality of life for everyone. Okay, and a cleaner right to clean environment is your fundamental right also under Article 21. The right to clean environment is your fundamental right. So in this way, uh, the state is following its duty also, the duty to respect your right to life, that is right to clean environment. Okay, so I think that with these information, you can easily answer now the question which we posed in the starting of this presentation in this slide, that the success of the Swachh Bharat mission depends on the efficacy of waste management. So if you have a strong waste management system, then your Swachh Bharat mission will be a more success one. Okay, so thank you, and we will continue this series, and we will be taking out different questions which can come in your mains paper, and how what are the different fodder points. We will be discussing them in our further classes. So kindly, if you like the video, so kindly hit on the like button and subscribe. So thank you, and thank you for listening.